Buongiorno and welcome to the podcast Learning French with Friendly Geordies with my two French compatriots here from French Canada, Ali, and of course, where else did the French invade? The Congo. Mislav Belabragic. He's suffering from that skin pigment condition that Michael Jackson had.
Je m'appelle Mislav. Et toi?
See? I told you. This is where you come to learn French. Et tu? Is that French?
Fromage.
Is et tu French?
No. It's et toi.
Fuck, it's Latin, isn't it?
I don't know what et tu is.
Okay.
Chaque tour.
And that concludes Friendly Geordies Learning French.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.
Commence with Friendly Geordies Live, our other less known podcast.
Oh, that was just that podcast that was done. Yeah.
All right, look, let's start.
That was good. I like that podcast.
Let's get
that was a sick pod.
Yeah.
Let's get the matey, the political stuff out of the way. CFMEU has
Hell yeah.
In a launch, not just CFMEU.
Included the French speakers as part of the union.
Hey, they need all the comrades they can get.
They don't include anyone that speaks French. But have you heard about the industrial action? Thousands of people are protesting.
I heard about some people got fired in when we were in Ballarat. Is that what you're saying? Didn't 275 people get booted?
Can you explain? Do you know? Can you explain to us what exactly is happening?
Well, it's gone into administration.
What is CFMEU?
And thus concludes the political segment. God, we are just breezing past our podcast. What's the next one that we've got up? Celebrity gossip with Ali.
Is the chick from
Friends? Mariah Carey's mum and sister died today?
Yes.
At the same time.
Yes. We'll
But Mariah Carey's
We'll get into that later.
But Mariah Carey's not dead.
Ali's got it covered.
But Mariah Carey's not dead, right?
No. Okay. Otherwise, they would have. That would be amazing if they just mentioned that his sister and mum died and didn't mention that Mariah Carey was dead.
Oh shit! I just
George,
thought
is John Setka a good man or a bad man?
John Cena.
I'll say this: John Setka is an awesome man. I can't say if he's a good or bad man. I don't know the ins and outs. I can't comment on it.
Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'll
John
put it up.
Setka touching a child. Let's see.
I'll put it up for the YouTube folks.
Well, it remains to be seen whether he's a good guy or not.
For a guy, Jordan, that is trying to prove that he doesn't have connections to the bikie.
Oh, it's that, is
he
it?
got this tattoo. Can you read it?
What's it say?
What does it say?
It says, "God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't."
Damn.
Yeah, that's
and
their
also,
slogan.
Look at how old he is. Look at that neck.
That's their slogan.
What?
That's their slogan.
Yeah, but dude, that's a very bikie thing to do.
I can see your point.
Especially with the Maori shoulder tat on the side.
Ali, it's also a very union thing to do. Have you seen these union members? They're hardcore.
Did you see that one guy that was protesting today and he's got this snake face tat, like his entire face is tatted out like a snake, and he's going like, yeah, who's to say who of us has connections to bikies or not? Certainly not you with your evidence, cunt.
So do you think
You can't judge a book by its cover. You can probably make a fair few judgments of someone with that many facts, cats.
We don't take your assessments into account. Shit.
Do I look like someone who cares about legal precedent, cunt?
Assess this.
Damn, the CFMEU does not forgive. Hey.
Does Albo have grounds to like bash some union heads, or is he going too far?
Look, I am very struggle on this one because I understand both arguments. But yes, go on.
I was going to say I can speak for you if it's too litigious.
Go on.
I like Jordan's
First of all,
point.
it's not litigious.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's your point and then just say it.
Yeah, go on, say it.
Go on.
I know that these two are commies and I'm supposed to be the freaking like libertarian, but you look at corporate crime, look at, banking crimes, you look at like CEO crimes. Who cares if they're connected to some bikies? It's the Australian way.
is not my point.
That's Jordan's take.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I do have a microphone. I probably could say
I'm
my
paraphrasing.
opinion.
Okay, maybe I'm paraphrasing.
just-
I'm paraphrasing.
Is that your opinion or
No, it's your
that's my
opinion.
opinion? Okay, all right. Well, then I'm spoken for, Ali.
You may defend yourself.
I don't think I can. He's speaking on behalf of me. Apparently, he's decided that he has my power of attorney, and
you
he's
can
just like, this
speak.
is a pre-approved statement.
You can
from
speak.
Okay, I've got a question.
I was trying to help you out here.
Okay, this is a guess question. Do you think, if you go into Albo's head, do you think he is doing all of this to appease the opposition and to, like, keep a facade that, Labour goes after everyone, even their own base? Or do you think that he genuinely thinks that there is a bikie problem and CFMEU needs to be curtailed?
Yes and yes. Don't you think?
Both? I don't know.
I understand that, yes. I stand by my point that I made in the video, which is that, yes, there is obviously some corrupt elements in the CFMEU. Yes, the government has acted way too out of hand and out of proportion to it, especially because John Barilaro can brag on a secret recording that he misspent hundreds of millions of dollars of his own personal re-election campaign out of the Treasury, and the Media Watch defends the press not reporting it. Then they catch on secret tape a couple of guys talking about EBAs at a construction site, and they go, that's it, we've got to crack down. We've got to take out everybody in the elements. Now, look, I understand that there is a performative element to it. I also think that it is good to stamp out corruption. It is a good thing to do that. So I am kind of at a loss here, and I do understand the performative element of it, because let's say that they don't. What happens then? What do you Ali, explain to me, give me a prediction of what you think would happen if the Labor Party didn't hammer the fuck out of the CFMEU. What do you think would happen?
Exactly what would happen even if they did, which is that they'll lose the next election.
Oh, that's we don't love that.
But don't you think that it's just like, if they didn't do that, the press would dog them for the rest of eternity? We're not talking about the next election. We're talking about forever. As corrupt elements.
I think to some extent it actually...
Forever.
I think to some extent, even though it sounds really weird, but this might work in Labor's favor, because Labor's whole democratic base throughout has been the unions, but unions keep shrinking, and now all they are is a pressure group, a strong pressure group that has a lot of legislative protections, but it's a pressure group that can't really win you elections. They can just annoy you. So I think it's kind of a disruption where...
Oh, least of all the CFMEU, that a lot of the time are a thorn in the side of Labor anyway.
Well, yeah, there you go. So, I think the reliance on unions, it's already kind of going down. For example, Albo wins, but Bill Shorten doesn't, who would have probably been more union supported. So, I think it's fine. It's just it's a new chapter for Labor. They have to do something about it. They can't completely rely on unions. But, I don't know, maybe they're going to lose some kind of decent election support.
Why are unions a thorn in the side of Labor?
Not all unions. The CFMEU is.
Oh, okay.
The CFMEU, because the CFMEU is still extremely wealthy and extremely influential. It is one of the few unions in the country that can and does shut down the country frequently.
Oh, because of the building.
Hey, what
Because
are let's say your sources at the union saying about this? What's their opinion?
Oh, man, they are absolutely distraught with the decision, and I would be too if I was a member of the union movement in a way. Well, I am a member of the unions, but I understand the union argument, which is that now that they've opened up this can of worms, you've just... Michaelia Cash is looking at this and being like, oh, I didn't know we could do that. And now she's just going to be like, I'm putting the nurses union in administration, and I'm putting the keyboard guy, Bing Lee, associate union in administration.
What does that mean, administration?
It means you just get rid of everybody at the top, and then you put in some government official, and then they kind of manage the union for the next 3 years. Sort of like what happened.
They can do that?
They can, and the thing is, look,
It usually
this
happens
does
when
happen.
you're bankrupt.
It happens when you bankrupt, but it can also happen when corruption is
but
proven
they're not
within an institution.
but they're
That
not
can happen.
Oh, really?
And so this is
But they
not
can't
just
do that
exclusive
with-
to unions. So they did it to the council in Geelong.
But they can't do that with like companies, private
Yeah.
companies.
Yeah.
What, they can just, Albert can just walk into IBM and be like, it's my show now.
It's harder to do
Probably
with
not
private
IBM.
company- Yeah. No, it's harder to do with private companies, but if there's like clear evidence that, there's illegal acts that have been committed, then it can eventually go to that angle anyways. With for private entities, if the funding dries up, which if there's illegal, activities, it'll go into administration anyways. But when it comes to like unions and stuff where the government is literally paying them to a certain extent or has like provides them support, it's a lot easier to do.
Right.
And also, this is the other reason that Labor really needs to hammer down on this. Labor cannot afford a single sliver of corruption to go unpunished. It can't afford it. The Liberals are allowed to do whatever they like, and the press won't call them in on it. And what happens is the general public, you can see it over and over again, all the durs in the audience constantly saying, they're just as corrupt as each other. What's your evidence for that? Nothing. I don't even know the Murdoch press narratives. I just vibe that they're as corrupt as each other. And you not affirming my bias means that you are not doing journalism. That's what they say every time, right? So
They say that because they compare the two political parties to butt cheeks and say, it's just the crack that differentiates them.
that's it.
Damn.
That is
You've
it.
given me a lot to think about.
Ashes.
I'm going
They
to
do have a crack, don't they?
spend the rest of the night thinking about that.
Damn, he is thinking about it too. And let's be honest, so am I.
Dude, so, wait, you know what the surprising,
shit, good shit.
You know what the interesting part about this whole take is, Jordan? You're not sucking Albo's cock for once.
No, but he's being pragmatic. He's saying like a little bit of pain now for the big picture, basically.
No, there's no big picture. He's just saying it's.
No,
just
he
a
is.
shit
The
show.
big picture is if they don't do it, then they're screwed. They have to do it.
But like, are they screwed, Jordan? Let's be real.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm talking about that. There is nothing more corrosive than the image of corruption. That's when people will go out to the polls and they'll punish a government for it, right? This is why the Murdoch press is always trying to drum up these like bullshit corruption charges on Daniel Andrews. This is why they're always putting these bullshit corruption charges on Anastasia Palaszczuk, and this is why they hide all of the corruption of certain people in New South Wales and certain people in Queensland that are from the same ethnicity as John Barilaro that are running for opposition leader now, right? Like they will hide that to the hilt. And they know it's just because the general public says, like, they're all corrupt because they're idiots. And they just think that, like, I don't know, what? Someone that's devoted their life to public service, there's no way that could be a good guy. And so they just think that they're all out there to get them personally. And so as soon as you start playing into that already pre-framed opinion, you get huge electoral shifts.
The union guys are saying at these protests, saying like, mate, all the police, you're going to be gone and we're still going to be here. So they're saying that all of your decisions are short-sighted and we're going to have to deal with them for eternity.
And that's true as well. Now, I think that this was one of those situations, and again, I don't blame the CFMEU for it because, like I said in that video, if you are in the construction industry, I think, honestly, if you want to know my honest opinion, I think that the CFMEU is remarkably clean for being in the construction industry. The construction industry is always going to be rife with corruption.
Sounds dodgy.
Always.
It's
Of
construction.
course. Yeah.
That's what the mafia said. It's like, I work in construction.
But they work in construction everywhere. In fucking Japan, they work in construction. In America, they work in construction. I'm sure they work in Pakistan.
Sometimes they also work in garbage.
Yeah.
Disposing
All
it.
the utilities.
Yeah, the construction is always because it's a lot of it is like how powerful you are. Like if you particularly in third world countries, if you're fighting over land, it's always about like, are you strong enough to like keep your possession?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're talking about construction in other countries. So I'm just saying like construction is filled with gangsters all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, because
Anywhere.
it's about keeping possession of a particular land that you want to build on.
Right.
Yeah. And also on top of that, it's really easy to funnel money through construction. It's such a great way to make drug money clean because it's immediately like, what are you talking about? It's all rent. I'm collecting rent. You know, I'm building. You know, there's so many ways to clean it. So it's always going to be a dirty industry. It is no coincidence that it's always the construction industry that has the corruption allegations when they try and tarnish the entire union movement and say, oh yeah, well the teachers' union is just like dirty because that's also a union. They just do these stupid free association games of being like union, corruption, there we go, 1-to-1, and Labor while they're at it as well. Yep, them as well. Yeah, anyone that's specifically my enemy in politics, they're corrupt. The same game every time. No one's able to look at it like in nitty gritty, and so I'm sorry, but that's if that is the perception of the electorate, and you do nothing. And you have a press that is going to just hammer you with that for the rest of eternity. Remember, they tried to paint the unions as corrupt with the Royal Commission immediately when they first came in. And you can guarantee, as soon as Peter Dutton gets in, he's going to do exactly the same thing. Now, that Royal Commission turned out to be a complete furphy. There was, you know, when I say absolutely nothing, I mean there was so little uncovered in something that cost the taxpayer $80 million to just unturn every fucking rock in the union movement. And it was remarkably uncorrupt. Because this is what some people always say, like, oh, that's corrupt, this is corrupt. Everything's corrupt, you idiot. And the people that are always saying, like, all the major parties are corrupt. It's like, what do? I work at Hoyt's, and every time someone hands me cash, I just put in a no sale at the register. Shame on you. Shame on you. You're all cunts.
Can you explain to me why this kind of corruption?
That's so funny, dude.
Can you explain to me why this kind of corruption is different from when the Liberal Party gives some private company a contract and they keep increasing the cost of it? How do we know that that money is not corruption? Like they just keep increasing the price of everything. Like what mix of that money is going to actually buying more expensive things to construct? And what percentage of just some guys cut who thinks they can
Exactly. And you know what the difference is? I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is they don't have a bunch of dumbos from the western suburbs that are part of Harley Davidson's groups that just say outright on a secret recording, yeah, so you do this and then we'll open up the site on Monday. That's the only difference. The only difference is, no, in fact, that isn't the difference because John Barilaro did fucking that and way worse. But it's just the press doesn't do anything. So there is no difference.
And I do like your point of he's right. Everyone's corrupt in a way. Everyone's cutting corners. I don't know if there's who's honest in there.
No, I don't know. My point is that in every institution there is going to be an element of corruption. I'm sick of this childish look at the world that
that's what I'm
saying, some pure entity that involves human beings that doesn't have this in it. There's always going to be some element of it. It's just that they specifically focus on the union movement for obvious reasons, which is that is the entire point of the press, which is to just dog the shit out of them. So I just understand that from Labor's perspective, and I fully understand that now the CFMEU is screwed and they have been permanently tarnished for this.
Really?
And dogged. I will say this, though. You wait. I can guarantee you this, Ali. If they didn't do anything, the Labor Party would be dogged as corrupt dogs. They would not be winning the next election. I still think that they've got a good chance of winning it, but I can guarantee you if they were able to do what they did to New South Wales Labor and say, oh, they're all corrupt assholes, they'd be out for the next 16 years. Jesus. You can only imagine how bad that would be for the union movement. You could only imagine. Yeah, and they would have the casus bellum to go to war with the unions as well.
All right. So if it was up to you, okay, so this is what you're saying. This is your opinion. If you were on stage with Albo, you would say, go home, folks. Don't worry about it. We're only getting rid of the bad apples. All of you are fine. But privately, you'd go into their ear and you'd say, keep doing this.
What the fuck? What?
Because I'm
just be like, give me the lunch bag. Thank you. Yeah, so guys, corruption's really bad.
I prefer if the dollar sign wasn't on the bag, but guess you can't.
Make it a cent sign to make me seem modest.
All right, fine. I guess we've exhausted. Let's play Chilli Roulette.
Yes.
All right, folks.
All right.
Folks. So this is a throwback game The game is I have 6.
I don't want to play.
Where'd it go? Get the Sprites as well. So we've got I've got a bag that has 6 pastries in them. 3 of them are really good. They'll have like just cheese and a little bit of black pepper and salt, so it's gonna taste great. But 3 of them have the hottest chili that you can ever imagine. Today's game would be Simpsons themed trivia. So I'm gonna ask both of these guys questions, Simpsons trivia questions. Whoever gets an answer wrong has to reach and go for the roulette and pick one, and they'll have to eat it whole.
Fuck.
If the other thing is, if they feel like their mouth is burning, they can't have water. The only thing that they can do is do a Sprite challenge. Now, if you're not over the age of 40, let me tell you what a Sprite challenge is. Back in the day,
Yeah, I don't know what it is, so tell me.
it's just like chugging a Sprite can, essentially.
All right.
That's the Sprite challenge. So
Fuck.
that's the only way you can do it, right?
This sucks.
You've chosen a subject that we know more about than the
worst.
Simpsons.
The worst part about it is it's gonna fuck whoever gets fuck's day tomorrow. This is gonna fuck our tomorrow.
Oh, like coming out, Captain Poop Shoot.
Yeah,
Oh, totally.
it's gonna fuck us.
I'm scared.
So am I.
Quite excited.
Oh
Not at all.
no, we're beyond these childish games. Clearly not, though.
Yeah, I know. I certainly am not. Wonder why I haven't had kids yet.
All right,
It's
boys.
a completely unrelated thought. There's no correlation between.
Are we
those two
ready?
things.
No, of course
No,
not.
I'm not ready.
And he never will be.
Who wants to go first?
Well, is that how it works?
So we just
buzz?
one question each. Is that
Yeah,
how it
one
goes?
question each. Who wants to go
Oh,
first?
so it's
Does
on a
anyone wanna
buzz. It's on a
volunteer?
buzz thing.
Rock,
No,
paper,
it's not a
scissors,
buzz.
miss?
Yeah, rock paper scissors. Huh?
It's not a buzz. It's not a buzz.
All right.
Scissors.
Scissors. Slow down, buddy. I'm not having this fucking Speedy Gonzalez shit.
Yes.
Not that slow.
You do the pace then.
Okay. Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock.
Damn it!
Okay.
Well, I don't know what the advantage
That means
is.
you go first. Yeah,
No.
no, there is no advantage. There you go. Sorry. In you go.
That means Jordan goes first. Okay, the first question is, what is Bart's full name?
Bartholomew J. Simpson. No, oh yeah, just Bartholomew Simpson, isn't it?
There's a middle name too.
This is going to be a fucked game.
You're right
Bart
about.
J. Simpson. Bart J. Simpson?
Unfortunately, it's Bartholomew Jojo Simpson.
Really?
I didn't know that.
That's not true. That's
It
not.
is-
Are they talking about that episode where they're like, "Do you want to change your name to Homer Jr.?"
Your kids could call you Hoju.
All right, pick one.
Jeez, I thought I'd get some credit for that, but all right.
Pick one.
God, if that's the first
Opening the
one,
packet
I'm very
It
scared.
has some kind of baked good in it, as was explained by Ali. Don't know why I'm not shocked by this. I can already tell that this is filled with chili.
Can you get bullshit?
Eat all of it.
All of it. This is cool. Look at this 70s.
Oh, what happened here?
No, keep it like that.
What happened here?
I don't know, but it is very 70s. His camera got fucked. Which one is it? It's the chili one.
Is it the chili one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Fuck. How many?
It's really hot.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
supposed to be extremely hot.
Well, enjoy that.
Finish it.
Finish it.
I don't know what the rules are.
This is Mortal Kombat.
It looks like a Pop-Tart, Ali.
It's a delicious. It's as delicious as it is deathly.
Oh, Ali.
It's gonna be deadly. It's gonna be deadly.
Fuck.
All
Oh
right.
God.
We're fucked. How many of them are spicy?
Well, 3 are spicy and 3 are delicious. Otherwise,
Oh, is it bad?
Did you make this, Arlene?
I did make it.
Really good, man.
Fuck.
Oh man, I wanted to keep the camera on you, but like the
Go,
camera's
go.
back to the
weird.
That's it.
70s pop star. There we go.
It's kind of funny, dude.
Isn't that amazing?
It's kind of just like, it is very sort of like fade. Like,
Tonight on Sonny and Cher.
yeah, or even just like,
All right,
yeah,
okay.
70s.
The
He's
first-
done it all.
The first one's gone. Good job.
I don't I don't.
Thank you for your pity, boys. You've
I'm-
been needed in this dark hour.
Really scared, dude.
Oh my god. Okay. Second question for you,
Ah.
Miss Love. Just think about it this way: one Chilli is gone. Who is Homer's mother?
Oh, her real name or her aliases?
Just first name would do.
oh shit. Fuck. I know her aliases are like Maggie May or whatever, but like, what's her actual name? Isn't it just Grandma?
No.
She has a
She
first
has a
name.
name.
Do you know the answer?
No.
Okay, I just gotta guess. Wait. Fuck. Just give me a sec.
10.
It's not Mabel.
9.
Mabel, no.
8.
You already said he's
No,
getting
no.
Let it guess.
He's not gonna get
Mary.
it the second time. No. Wrong.
Okay. What
it's
is it?
actually Mona.
That was pretty fucking close.
You were, yeah, I was thinking an M as well.
Pick
though.
a random one, Miss.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm very scared.
That's going to be the cheese one.
Yeah, come on. It's the cheese one.
See? See?
Yeah, the cheese ones are supposed to be good.
God might forgive. The CFMEU might not forget. But God definitely loves Mislav.
All right, Jordan. Second question.
Fuck.
Ah,
I feel so bad for you.
you should.
You might know this. You should know this. I'd be disappointed if you don't. What was Ned Flanders' catchphrase?
Oakley dokley.
Right.
Fuck.
Back to you, buddy.
Fuck.
You can keep that. You don't have to finish that one.
Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, it might line my stomach. But anyway.
Don't finish.
All right.
All right, okay. Miss,
That's such a bullshit question.
in which episode
Unbelievable.
Homer wishes for a sandwich?
Oh, it's the Halloween episode.
I need the name of the episode.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, damn.
Treehouse of Horror. Fucking, I don't know, 6?
Nope.
What is it?
It's called Monkey's Paw.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Out we go. Come on, Miss. You knew this day would come. It came really soon, I got to say. A lot of days were on a 24-hour cycle, but that was about 24 seconds. There's only one way to grab a chili roulette pastry off the table, isn't there?
Cheese again.
Jesus! Only one cheese left. Stop laughing.
No,
I can't handle it.
funny.
It's such a cheery laugh. Each note is like a dagger in my ear.
All right, Jordan, I don't know if you'd know this, but
Fuck.
you could. Who are the only characters on The Simpsons with 5 fingers on each hand?
Jesus Christ.
That's one.
Who are the only...
What the hell, Ali? You really fucking...
I gave you just a massive hint. You got one of them.
Don't give hints.
I'll give you
Okay,
one.
well, yeah, God.
Yep, that's right.
Unbelievable.
Yes!
Well, that's one.
It's not
No,
fair, though,
he
miss.
said-
You got 2
He
cheese
said
pastries.
Jesus Christ before. Jesus is one of them.
Yeah, but you didn't get 2.
Yeah, Jesus and God.
So you're giving him answers. Unbelievable.
Oh, no, what do you mean?
No, you didn't do that.
That's insane.
Okay,
This is
Miss,
bullshit.
you should,
I'm sorry. You know what's bullshit? Having 2 delicious cheese pastries. That's what's bullshit.
This is insane,
Miss,
Ali.
you should know this too.
Unbelievable.
What is the name of Ned Flanders' store at Springfield Mall?
The Leftorium.
No, it's the right order.
Well, there. Okay, that evens out the fucking cheating.
Okay, all right.
Okay, question for you, Jordan. Who did Marge go with to her high school senior prom?
Oh, that's so easy.
Artie Shep.
That's right.
Okay.
Got that one.
So some are impossible to answer, and some are the easy. Some
Answers
are
are
like a fucking person who's never watched the show could answer.
Miss, in which season Elizabeth Taylor was featured as a guest star?
She's not in an episode.
She is.
For fuck's sake. Okay. How many chilies are left, by the way?
2.
2 chilies, 1 cheese.
All right.
Better not get that last cheese.
Did you say question again, please? Question again.
Language of origin, please. In which season Elizabeth Taylor was featured as a guest star?
6.
4th, unfortunately.
I would have guessed that too, but I would have just guessed that. Yeah, I know. Okay, thanks. Thank you, miss.
What do you mean?
Getting the obvious
This,
cheese
you would be
one.
the luckiest person if this was a cheese one.
This is bullshit. You can't continue. This is not fair. Stop. How is it? Oh my god, no.
Guess I'm just lucky.
He's got the monkey paw.
I'm sweating. My soul actually is leaving his body. You can see on screen.
Why are the camera angles so weird? All right, okay.
Dude, I can vibe.
Look,
Like I am psych. Like what's it called again? Telepathic, whatever. I can just vibe it.
Shut up. Shut up.
all right, Jordan. Question: if a cow ever got a chance, he'd eat you and everyone you care about. Who said?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Who said the above line?
Unbelievable. Do you want to answer for him? Because
That's a tough one.
oh, for fuck's sake!
Lionel Hart's voice actor who also played that character, which was Troy McClure.
Correct.
All right,
correct.
looks like.
All right, Miss.
Do we just play it till they're all gone?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, great. Okay. Well,
What
now we're in the danger
What
zone.
is the name
good.
of the Simpsons production company?
Is that the Grace Films?
It's Gracie Films, and I don't know if I should.
Looks
give
like
it
you're gonna have to eat half.
I think that's
miss.
half.
No,
Half.
no,
That's a
that's a no.
What?
Come on, I'm giving him that.
Yes, thank you.
And he got 3 fucking cheese. He's had enough in life.
No, I appreciate that. That was so close.
It was really close.
Would
Okay,
you have got that?
No.
Fuck.
Jordan, what year did the Simpsons movie come out?
Oh shit.
2008.
Oh.
2007.
It's so close. It's so close.
This is amazing. Everyone said that I wouldn't be eating chili. And it's so obvious which ones are the chili, Ali. You
Well,
didn't
that's
do a
what-
very good job at hiding
That's why I
them.
wrapped him up in foil.
Dude,
so he won't
I
be-
couldn't see the chili.
All right. Just going to have to freewheel this one.
Ollie, you've really fucked.
Oh.
You've really fucked the poor boy. Oh god. Oh, you poor man.
Oh my god, he's such a trooper.
Jordan, I admire you. Oh, God. Hey, you can have the Sprite, right?
He definitely can. He has to chug it.
Jordan.
Oh my god.
Oh, you poor
Good
man.
on you, bro.
My only
Dude.
satisfaction in life would be if Mislav died.
Fair.
All right,
Totally
Miss.
fair.
Miss. Okay.
Dude, at this point, it's like, yeah, you poor man.
All right, Miss.
Oh, you poor man.
if you can get this, then like you might just be. Safe.
You poor man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
What is the name of the flame-haired exotic dancer that Homer first meets at a bachelor party?
Oh my god. Wait, what? Do you mean do you mean the fucking belly dancer?
Yeah. What was her name?
Oh god. I mean, I'm not gonna know it. It's something dumb like it's something like
Jordan, you're
poor man.
man.
Like
Well, you're gonna see one because if he doesn't get this, then he's eating that.
I just think it'd be great to give Jordan the hat trick. I don't know it. I think it's something like like what's like a Turkish name? Like it's like a Middle Eastern thing.
You're close. You're
Yeah,
close.
but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I think it's like
Can I give him a hint, Jordan, or no?
No, you can't give him a hint.
But you go. Yeah, I shouldn't. I can't.
Dude, you had nothing but a good life right up until now. You can deal with one bad moment.
I guess I can.
34-year hot streak.
Okay. I don't know it, but I think I'll just take the bullet. It's something like like Sandra the Exotic. Nah. Go
Princess Kashmir.
on. Yeah.
Finally, the hot streak ends.
I want to see what all the
hot
fuss is
taste.
about anyway, I guess.
I'm going to have this Sprite.
All right. Fuck. Holy shit, that is hot.
Dude, he ate 2 of them.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, God. Mate, I'm going to be fucked tomorrow.
Dude, he is
I'm
going
fucked
to be
now.
fucked.
Can I double up? Might lose.
I mean, it's up to Jordan.
You had
if
one
allowed.
bite.
I'm not eating it.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
I'm doubling
And
up.
he gets to cushion it.
Cushion
It
a
just
bit.
keeps weak. All right, actually, I'm going to have to take this Sprite. I can't.
You have to
keep
chug it, though.
I'm going to chug.
I
will be chugging it.
I might try the chug too. This is
Five
fucking
alarm
hot.
chili.
What was your name again? The exotic. What was
Princess Kashmir.
it? How the fuck would I get that? Fuck, Ali. Fuck. It's so hot. It's like really
I
hot.
can't chug.
You have to chug it all. Is it? You poor man.
How fitting is the video effect?
Fucking
right now,
hell.
I'm Homer going into another dimension.
Fuck, Ali.
Look at that.
Oh, God, Ali. What?
Miss, you're doubling it up. Look at Jordan. He's such a trooper. He ate 2 solos.
Jordan, you are. My hat is off. Poor man. Poor man. If only you weren't versing the luckiest man in the world.
Christ.
I think Mislav's enjoying it.
No, it's not that bad.
Finish it, Miss.
Because he's having it with cheese. Dude, he is just having...
It's spicy.
He's just having a pizza.
It's hot though.
Yeah, it's just like, salami sometimes. That's what happens to him.
It is like exclusively chili.
Oh, it's so hot.
I'm so
Sprite does nothing.
Oh my God. Ollie, what? Oh, you left a stem in for fuck's sake. Oh man.
swear.
Stem and all. Stem and all. It's the least you deserve. Why do you get cheese? You're sitting there complaining. That's amazing. Hey, Jordan cheated.
Are you gonna chug the Sprite too?
Yeah, but let me swallow.
Ugh.
Fuck, bro. Ali, you're cruel, bro. 2 of those. That sucked, but
Jesus Christ.
It was back on popular demand.
Fuck, we have to do another pod and a half.
What did I do? I have to skull this?
Yes, you do.
Hey Jordan,
Did you finish yours?
Jordan, just for the joke of it,
Oh shit.
I had another question. You know what? There's no punishment or anything, but I'm curious if you know the answer to this. Australian movie director Baz Luhrmann
He's chugging it.
was born.
Look at him go.
Oh, he's doing it.
Chug, 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 chug. Look at him. Simpson in the Vigilante episode. Yes.
He did it.
Now that comes from years of experience.
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
Don't try that at home. Try 10 years of copious alcoholism before you attempt to drink a Sprite.
That spicy panini was a little spicier than my average pizza. No fair. No, seriously though, Ali, what the fuck? You poor man. Come on. I feel your pain. I do.
His hand has chili on it.
Dude, I honestly... Oh my God. I do... That's brutal. Ali, that was fucked, bro.
Yeah, it was.
And you had... Dude, I'm not even like victorious in win. I'm not. I just feel for you.
Yep. I'll say this though, Miss. You are magnanimous in victory. Even though you did get 4 questions wrong and I got 2. And yet I still lost hard.
It was just chance. It was chance.
How is that fair?
I vibed out the things.
And then, okay, so the next segment is Russian roulette.
God. But you did, the questions were good, but like, Ali,
But there was a price.
it's just like, it was insane that it was like, what was the wife of the guy that wrote episode 3? And it was like, what's Ned Flanders' last name? It's like, what the fuck, dude?
But you still won, technically, in some
I'm
sense.
not I'm just saying the whole game was very cruel.
Oh, dude, Jordan. Are we supposed to do something with the...
Yeah. You want to talk about sponsors now? I think he's
Well,
done.
it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you our brand new sponsor at Friendly Geordies, which is Renovaccio. Really wish that we could actually show what the product looks like. But in usual Friendly Geordies style, when we ever advertise anything, that's God. Mislav just takes up all the like, hogs it like he hogged all of the cheese just then, and we aren't able to do it. But unfortunately, we are just going to have to show it like this.
Yeah, I'll just.
Available both in our dimension and the dimension that your deceased pets are currently residing in. And it is the power of El Papas. Don't know what an El Papa is? Well, then maybe you should learn your Spanish as well as take advantage of our 25% off discount for this facial cleanser, which is extremely cheap. You can get it at Kohl's, and it's the good stuff. I'm telling you, it's better than most of the brand name stuff. It's way better than all the brand name stuff because all the brand name stuff uses chemicals, and this is just basically made out of apples and shit. And it's like, it's honestly... There is a lot of research that has gone into this. In these chewables, did you know that there is 26 apples in one? Like the level of antioxidants is in 26 apples in one.
That's amazing.
Normally, your body can only consume, I think, about like 60% of antioxidants when you're having them, even when they're in pill form.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, it's a challenge, is it? All right. I always knew this day would come.
Dude, you'd die. With all that in your body, you'd die.
Yeah, I'd be too healthy.
No, that and the chili.
26 apples in a single pill. Those 26 apples is all the antioxidants in it. Normally, your body can only consume absorb about 60% of the antioxidants. They figured out a way to make it 90%. They used to be able to only extract antioxidants from fruits using chemicals. They found a way to do it with water. I'm telling you, the guy that did this is an autist, just like our audience. So you will have that in common with him. The only difference is he actually did something with his life. And so as a result, I'm more than happy to shill this product. I really like it. I've changed my facial cleanser because this one, Miss, you tried it.
It was great.
Fresh as.
Dude, it was great.
What's the name of the company?
Renovaccio.
That's awesome. And it's Australian made, I believe.
It's Australian made and owned. And all of the research was done at Newcastle University. So
Sick.
I hate the Newcastle part, but I like the university part.
Yeah, jump on board.
You really should. Like, honestly, I'm not joking. I really do recommend it. If you are not cleaning your face, you should do it. You are not going to get cheaper anyway. It's like cheap as shit at Kohl's, let alone if you order from us, you'd be supporting the channel. And you'd be getting like a 30% discount if you buy it in the bundle.
What's the code?
Jordan.
There you go.
JOR.
Look, we'll put it in the link description. But if you don't get it, then you are not a friend of Friendly Geordies.
Exactly.
What do you guys say?
I've tried the little tablets and they were delicious. It's like, I'm sorry, but finally, the power of apples is unlocked.
And also, speaking of The Simpsons, how good is it that it's just like those apple bars? That's our new product. So I like the meme of it as a power source.
Well, I'm keeping this.
And then just like looking at this. Guang Chao Ping Day.
What?
Remember, like, I was just like, newsflash, Homer. Those are just apple cores and newspapers. Guang Chao Ping Day.
An apple a day. Oh, so you just have one and then that's an apple.
Are you gonna
No, it's 26 apples, Ali.
That's amazing.
You're having 26. Don't chew it. For the love of God, don't chew
What are
it.
you supposed to do?
You don't chew
Yeah,
those.
all right, chew that one. Come on, do some punishment, Ali. Like, you've gotten away scot-free.
He's
Isn't
just
it amazing
sat
that the
there.
game design master is just like, oh, what do you know? I don't have to have any chili.
I know. Yeah. You weren't.
Come
Yeah.
up with a name.
You want like this little piece of salt?
No, I'm good.
Salt.
So that's not the chewable one, Ali. That's the one you're supposed to swallow.
Okay.
We got ya. Finally, some struggle.
I feel great.
I've never felt better.
I'm hoping the apple will counter the chili. I don't think it will.
But, you know, moisturizers, face cleansers. They've got the entire face regime there. Minnie from Jordan Shanks fame and, you know, also her other channel where she makes tens of thousands of dollars. But still, I still like to say that she's, you know,
employee
of Jordan
Yeah.
Shanks.
She's a helper.
She's a helper.
She's a care
helper
worker.
monkey.
She's a
helper
care
monkey
worker.
of Jordan Shanks.
Yeah.
Helper monkey / NDIS care
worker.
of Jordan Shanks.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's all about skin. There's a reason that she got this one. It's because she is a big fan of it. She has read so much on the science of skincare.
She's got skin in the game.
She does have skin in the game. She's also naturally a pizza face. Really,
yeah, she is.
She uses this, and look at it. Like I'm telling you, you would not be able to tell that she is like this? Basically a 15-year-old boy in terms of skin, and she's got really good skin. It works.
And
do we get
so
some?
Can you?
Do we get some?
Please give back the Teshwara product.
I've taken.
No, but there's so many.
That's mine. Yeah.
What? So you get one and I don't.
Ali, you can take as many as you like.
Oh,
Mislav on the other hand.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is right, actually.
You prick.
I'm sorry, but
you prick.
I'm never going to forgive you for that game.
For you being shit.
Yes.
Right.
Wait, I wouldn't phrase it like that.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I really shouldn't have signed my power of attorney over to Mislav.
All right, Miss. The next segment is
what? Chilli cook-off? Is that the next one?
No, it's highly requested by our Uplade crew because we've been talking about this more so on the Uplade. But I thought you bring it up on the main pod.
Yeah.
They keep asking, how has your life changed post Ritalin?
Oh, yeah, right.
Damn, my journey.
My journey.
When is the reflective rap album coming?
Pending. Look, it's
Dude, how good would it be if you then do another reflective rap album and it's called I'll Add to That, spelled ADD?
Holy shit, that's good. But it's ADHD, not ADD.
Right.
You really
I've
fucked
got nothing
that up.
for that.
You blew that just like the game, didn't you?
Dude, come on, there's no difference.
You did what?
There's no difference between ADD and
think
ADHD,
there is.
surely.
I think there is.
Yeah, I know, but like no one can ever say what. It's like asking
I can
a consultant,
say what
do you do with your
No.
life? No one knows.
ADD is like hyperactive.
And Mislav is not that.
Yeah. I think ADHD is just you can't concentrate. I think, right? Isn't ADD a hyperactive person?
Well, all the people that claim they have ADD and ADHD tell us the difference.
Yeah.
'Cause I still stand by that it's a conspiracy and that all that's happened with
you and
Mislav
my
is that
mum.
they gave him a lobotomy secretly with chemicals.
Miss, tell us.
Spooky cam. So
Yeah, sorry about the cam. We'll fix it.
So
next week.
basically, I mean, Jordan can vouch for this too. It's been good. It silences the doom. It makes me be able to focus on a task and get shit done. You know, you saw it. I was emailing you segments instead of like 10 minutes before.
I noticed that Mislav used to send me segments after the podcast had been aired for the podcast. And now I've noticed that ever since he started having Ritalin, I receive an email a few hours before the pod. Which is amazing. He does have like some weird quirks now. For example, when he walked in today, Jordan, he called me. I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah.
He calls me and he's outside his fucking door and he says, "Hey, man, how you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. What's happening?" He's like,
"This is a quirk.
So, what apartment is this again?"
No, what's the number?
That just sounds like classic Miss to me.
Yeah.
Mislav has done that many a time. I bet you he has, much like you're going to have to sign up to the Upplay podcast to hear the greatest Mislav story of all time. That is just every Kramer, like a Kramer compilation on YouTube crammed into one event.
Yeah, in fact, it's definitely worth doing. If you do sign up to Patreon, go listen to the episode called Mislav Legal Update.
Yeah.
You will not regret it.
It's not an update, it's a saga.
Yeah,
but the only thing is, if you do it, you can't sign off immediately after listening to it.
Yeah, stay on.
Stick around.
There's
more.
I'll get in more trouble in my life. For you.
For you.
It is the greatest episode of all time.
I swear to God, you've done that before. Where
have.
you've just called random numbers that
have.
aren't even at this apartment, and then they're just like, "Hello," and it's like, "Jordan, my God, I forgot how Chinese you sound." Let's have.
He was doing that today.
That happened today. I couldn't remember the number.
That's so good. And they just be like, he's like, "Hello," you're like, "Jordan, no. Could I come up to your apartment anyway?"
Okay, we're having hot pot. Nom.
Ooh, it's so spicy.
Yeah. Oh God, don't say it. But yeah,
God, another chili challenge.
yeah.
Miss, do you feel like you're more productive now? Give us,
Yeah.
tell us about the side effects. Give us a full running.
The positives are like numerous. Like, you can concentrate. I can time. Like, before, I would look at my clock and be like, okay, 11 a.m. And then I would go and look at my clock and like 5 p.m. I swear to God.
And that happens. I'm telling you, Mislav was like a caveman before. He had no concept of time.
No.
It didn't exist. Maybe like a biological clock in his body of just
Yeah.
being like lunchtime. Maybe
Yeah.
that. Maybe. I'm not even sure about that. I
Yeah.
think he's just a Labrador and permanently hungry.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is, when you are around Mislav, you get sucked into his vortex, this timeless dimension that surrounds him.
Yeah.
And the same thing happens to me, where you're just kind of like, okay, you've landed in Perth for a week, and thank you for visiting Perth for an entire week. That happens when you're around him.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah,
Cool.
it doesn't happen anymore.
It doesn't now, hey?
No, it's weird going to see him with his scary little lead singer of Korn glasses that he has. And then he's looking there, and it's so scary. It's just like the guy that used to muck up at school and it was always yelled at by the teacher is now the teacher that sits there and is just like, I'm like, "Hey, Mislav, remember when?" He's just like, "Please, I'm trying to read about the periodic table." that does happen now.
Yeah, I'm reading a book called like Deep Work. I'm like, could you please keep it down?
Yeah. This is exactly what the book is talking about.
You're a what is it? Time thief.
You're a time thief.
Hey, I'm not a time thief. But yeah, like, so that, it's just like, also, I've been going to bed at, this is pathetic that this is impressive. But I'm going to bed at midnight, which is early for me. And I'm getting up at like 8, 9.
Oh, that's
Good boy.
reasonable.
Yeah, I'm getting up at 8, 9 on my own, just getting up and like, exercising more. That helps. I think that it's the double whammy of exercising too. Like, that is definitely a huge help. But hard work, like, you can focus. Silence is the doom of the endless, like, what about this? Usually my life is like, you do this, and then that reminds me of something like, oh, but then this thing, I should probably do this. It was that Pingu fucking meme. It was like 4 things going like, and I was just like, it was just fucked. And now I can just hone in on one thing and actually do it. And also, like, it allows you to multitask. Like, today, I was just like I took it, and then I was just like transferring videos, and then I was like, I need to do the washing. So I put the washing on. I was like, I better make some food. I was making a curry, doing the washing, and uploading videos at the same time. And I was just like killing it. So that. The only downside is sometimes the one thing I have noticed is it does dull my absolute insanity a little bit. Like, I will physically notice myself being like, someone will say something, I'll be like, I would have laughed at that. But there's like 20% before, but like 20% of things, someone says something funny, I'm like, recognized it's funny, but it's simply a waste of energy. I don't need to laugh. Like that a little bit. But
That's
not with...
why Mislav is going off his meds.
Not,
Because without them, he doesn't have a job.
Nah, not with everything. I still laugh at heaps of shit, but like some certain things, I'll just be like, it's comical. You know? Instead of being like,
Miss, can I ask
it's not
you a
the miss
question?
I know and love.
yeah, I know.
Miss, I do you ever fear that
My tummy.
you end up with someone and they know Miss Ritalin Miss and they fall in love with Ritalin Miss and then like
It's a dude. Honestly, I'm still a failure of a human. That's a minor adjustment. It's like it's brought me to a normal human level. So like, I don't think like I get what you're saying, but like it's kind of like being like before, you know, I was fuck. What's a metaphor? Like before I worked at Macca's. Now I work at Grilled. That's the you know.
Dude, but grilled is better than mac is.
It's better, but it's not a huge change.
I don't know. That sure has a philosophy.
Grilled is
What do you mean?
respectable.
Yeah, grilled is.
Well, is that a huge change to you? You think that's a big change? I don't know.
Yeah, I would be very much happy.
Well, they're
if that
both
was
burgers.
grilled.
They're both burgers. They're both chains.
Yeah.
But one has
Also,
like
I'd rather work at grilled than Macca's.
Yeah, well, that's it. I don't think it'd be like, oh my God, you're a physicist now. What? You stopped taking Ritalin and you want to play guitar? It's like, no, I'm not a physicist. It's the same shit. It's just like,
no. We are perfectly aware that you're not a physicist.
Yeah, that's.
well,
not
I just wanted that on the record.
So okay, what about like side effects of like low sex drive?
Although
and
I
stuff?
will just admit that I have started a degree in marine biology.
Yeah. I can fix your fish tank for you in 3 easy steps, Jordan. Your saline content is through the roof. I just noticed that.
I'm into marine biology, which is exclusive study of mermaids.
Yeah, merman. Sex
See?
drive.
He's a college boy now.
Sex drive. I mean, I think that there's nothing
Very
there's,
virile.
There's nothing that could
European
dampen that. I
porn
think it's
star.
increased my sex drive.
Good on you, man.
It's not. I didn't need that. Thanks a lot, drugs.
I'll tell you what, though. It might be somewhat of a benefit to reduce laughter by 20% to not, and this is another up late gem that I am divulging to you freeloaders. But once I was saying, Miss, can you just explain to me your day from beginning to end? And then he said, well, I wake up in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, and what's your first thought? Oh, I don't have thoughts. I just internally scream in my head for a few hours.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's what he said. That's him waking up. He's like,
Yeah.
What kind of a bed rot is that? Just like
A real one.
and then have a coffee. I say, oh, man, that's good. And then I sit around being like...
Flustered. Flustered.
Feeling like Tommy from Rugrats when he dreamed that he was an adult, but he still had the baby head, but he had this huge lumbering adult body. And then him sitting there just being like, oh, God, I'm 34.
Yeah.
And then I go to bed.
Yeah.
That was your day normally.
That was.
Oh my God.
Now,
Horrifying.
on my day off, I have a 2-hour PT session and go for a 35-kilometer bike ride in the same day.
It's amazing. There you go. So what I'm saying is everyone should be drugged up on medicine that they have not been diagnosed for. Let's be honest, Mislav was barely diagnosed for.
What about the
and haven't been properly tested as well in the
what
field.
about the appetite suppressant aspect?
That is a thing.
And that's a good thing.
It suppresses your appetite hugely. And, yeah, I mean...
Mislav would have like 6 lunches.
Yeah,
So
look, it's probably a good thing for me, but like... I don't know, man. I've spoken to a dietitian, and like, you are supposed to eat food. You know that, right?
Damn.
You don't
This
eat.
guy sounds qualified.
Like, you don't eat. Like, your little lettuce bags and fucking little potions you drink. That's not necessarily.
Potions.
It's not necessarily healthy. You know that, right?
Oh, I'm aware.
Like, it's not unhealthy, but like a balanced diet is the key.
Yeah, and that's my balanced diet. I have
It's not
lettuce
balanced.
bags
You're probably-
for about 6 days a week, and then I have a KFC family feast.
Yeah.
combo.
Yes. Balanced. Yes. That's like actually
all about.
very unhealthy.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, go
You're
ahead.
supposed to have carbs in a day. You're supposed to have fiber, some protein. It's not. I don't think. I think
you
you're.
talk to a dietitian.
I
Where
know
did you
one.
learn about this carbohydrate?
I know one.
Where are
I
you
know
getting
one.
all this knowledge?
I know one. I know
Sounds
one.
like witch doctorism.
You're probably very acidic. Your blood's probably like bloody
Acid.
acid.
I'll tell you what, that green drink that I have,
Oh,
that's how you
it's
can tell.
anti.
No, you can tell if you're acidic or not by
How?
drinking it.
'Cause
Isn't
it's
that amazing?
low.
If you drink that and you have acid in your body, it tastes awful. It tastes like bog water. And then if you are alkaline, it tastes like Uncle Toby's roller.
Oh, so maybe
Isn't that
you.
incredible?
So maybe you are alkaline then. Maybe
Yeah.
you are healthy.
I think I am pretty healthy.
You probably.
I mean, look, let's just put it this way. I am not constantly suffering from Queen Elizabeth level COVID like you are.
well,
Can you
can't argue about that.
Now, I've got 2 things that I want from you boys. Story time with Mislav and Ali. Now, Miss, your one is a lot quicker.
Yeah,
so
what?
I want you to start with yours.
What?
Can you please tell the story of your personal trainer, not the Krav Maga one?
I don't do Krav Maga. Oh, the other story.
Good. I shouldn't have said anything about that. Then. Let's
Wait,
go
wait.
with the other one.
Wait. Story. Which one?
You were just explaining to me that he is low-key the funniest man on earth.
Oh, well, I did. Okay.
Listen to this. It's such a good punchline.
Okay, yeah. He's my trainer, Andrea, shout out. He's a very... this is the thing, though. If you're a serious person, right? You're usually actually the funniest person ever. Because when you're trying to be funny, any human being, they're usually not that funny.
Totally.
It's just the way it is. When you're like... It's this weird, like... it's like this, like... What's that thing called? Detached... attachment or something. It's like when you don't care about something, it happens, that kind of thing. So there's a long line of serious people that are the funniest people ever, and he's very serious. He's basically Arnie. He's very serious Arnie. And anyway, basically he absolutely hammers me. It gets so intense. It's just like
Up the butt?
As I said it, shut up.
I mean, what a workout.
The Italian way.
Yeah, the Italian
Are you ingesting the Ritalin anally?
Yes, I am. But that's a different segment. Anyway, I don't think it's going to be that.
Pounded, right?
Yeah. Where's these third world cunts with these jokes?
I mean, look, pounding is universal, my friend.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But it's more prevalent there.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Look around.
Yeah, it's pretty prevalent in Newtown.
Yeah. That's true. Anyway, so like, I think this is the joke you're saying, but basically, I try to make him laugh because it's the only way out of the pain. I'm like, I need to get a laugh to like get me. It's like the only thing. Otherwise, it's just torture. And so one of his calls is, you know, just man a few words, big guy, and one of his calls is I'm like. You know, deadlifting 60 kilos, and I'm like, my knees are buckling, and one of this isn't funny, but it's just his psychology is like, I'm like, 10, and he goes, 10 is good, 12 is better. I'm just like, okay. But the funny thing, the thing that Jordan found funny was like, I started calling him Mussolini.
Just because he's Italian.
Because he's Italian. It's funny. Because he's torturing me. I started calling him Mussolini. You know, like, I'm trying to get like, because I want to get a laugh. I try like.
Is that offensive? Or?
I don't care. It's funny. And like, I'm trying to get like. If I can get him to laugh, then like it's like the ultimate satisfaction for me. You know, it's like when someone doesn't want to laugh.
One win for you.
It's a one win for me. And the thing that Jordan's referring to is like, you're Mussolini. And then he said like, what did he say? He said,
no, it's like
what
while he is lifting, doing the 12 reps when he's supposed to be doing 10, he just goes, you're like Mussolini. And then he looks down and he goes, no, more like Hitler.
That's what he said. And that's when I realized he has a sense of humor. And then
he's just being real.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, and
I mean, he is Italian.
It's so good.
The
And
Italian style of fascism, not for me.
yeah.
The German guy. That's like communist saying, I'm more of a Trotsky guy myself than Lenin.
Yeah. I think he actually did say like Mussolini. I think he did say like Mussolini was a pussy. More like Hitler. So hectic.
Mussolini died like a dog.
He's such a so hard. He's like that. He's a serious trainer. Like he's so brutally honest, and like he's just like he's it's just like so brilliant. I think I'm doing so well, and he's just like, your diet is very bad. I'm like, I'm not a bodybuilder. Like, just give me some praise, you know? Like, please, I need some support here. But he's also like a legend, and like I like those
All
kind
Hitler
of
fans are.
yeah. I like those stoic people. I like those really hot, like they're cool. You know?
Totally.
He's just a badass.
Now, Ali, on with yours.
I know which one you're talking about.
What
Okay, in
is
fact, I wanted to bring this up with the audience too because I will need to know their opinion about something. Okay, so a guy that I know, he helps us. He's someone that I work with. He's supplies merch stock, right? Anyway, so one time he comes home for delivery. You've met him, by the way.
Okay.
One time he comes home.
That Aussie?
Yeah, the Aussie.
Yeah.
He comes home for delivery. It's around 9:30 a.m., something like that. And it's I think it's like a Thursday or Friday or something. It's a weekday. But I'm like still in my fucking pajamas.
Yeah.
And I come down and I say, "Oh, hey, how you going? Just we'll keep it here." And he goes like, "What are you doing? Like, why do you get to wear pajamas at 10 a.m. on a Thursday morning?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just editing." That's because I was editing the pod. It's like, I was just editing. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Oh." He goes like, "You edit, do you?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Well, mate, I've got something for you to edit." And I was like, "Okay, what do you mean?" He's like, "So, me mate and I, we're going to New Zealand, right? For Christmas, for around December, Christmas time." I was like, "Okay." He's like, and we're gonna be looking for barefoot." And I was like,
Bigfoot?
Barefoot? Sorry, Bigfoot. "We're gonna be looking for Bigfoot." And I was like, "Bigfoot?" It's like, they're everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere.
And amazing. They're everywhere.
And then he goes,
Oh, my tummy, the chili.
and then he says this. He's like, you go for bushwalks? And I was like, "Yeah, every now and then." He's like, "Have you ever been at a bushwalk and you're walking and you feel like something else is walking with you and you stop and that stops?" And I was like, "Yeah." "That was a Bigfoot." I was like, what are you talking about?
I can extend an olive branch to the Lithgow tiger, but Bigfoot.
He goes like, and I was like,
Panther, sorry. Lithgow panther.
Yeah, but I could extend an olive branch to Bigfoot. Not they're everywhere. They're more prevalent than hitchhikers when you're walking out there. Isn't that amazing? It's just like every time I'm at your campfire, they're just like peeking, they're a bit curious, looking at me.
No, that's what he says. He says, so I go like, "Wait, so how do you look for?" He's like, "Mate, they're like half an hour from Sydney. I'll take you. This Bigfoot." So I go like, "Have you ever seen one?" He goes like, "Oh, mate, you sure you want to know?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm sure."
Yeah, of course.
And he goes like, "Okay, so this was when I was." Keep in mind, this guy's like maybe late 50s, early 60s. So he goes like, "This is when I was around 20 years old. I went with my friends for camping. And just as I was camping and we were wrapping up, I was the only one over there. I see something move across my vision. And it goes it's right behind me. And I'm scared. And I don't want to look back. So I just keep walking and go to my friends and I say, 'Did you see that?' And they're like, 'No, what are you talking about?' It's like, 'There was something there. You want to go check it out?' And they were like, 'No, we don't want to go check it out.' And he goes like, 'And that's the day when I found out Bigfoots exist, and then I've been looking for him since.'" And he goes like, he says that, and I go, "Okay, how do you look for Bigfoot?" He's like, "Well, you don't want to go looking for Bigfoot. That's your first problem. You don't want to go looking for Bigfoot, because if you go looking for Bigfoot, they're going to throw rocks at you or they'll kill you. They don't like it."
What?
And I go, "Then how do you..."
I thought it was because they were like shy or something.
No, he's like,
They'll kill you. Okay.
They'll kill you. They'll throw rocks at you and they'll kill you. And I was like, "Okay, so how do you look for them?" He's like, "First of all, you got to understand they're nocturnal creatures." And I was like, "Okay." She's like, "So what you do is they're very curious. So if you want to see Bigfoot, you go with your mates or whatever, and you just set up your camp. You set up a little fire and you start playing songs. Oasis, AC/DC, whatever."
It's got the playlist.
Whatever.
The hell?
Whatever. And then
They like it all. They've got eclectic taste.
And then around 9 to
And again, who doesn't like ACDC?
so between 8 to 9, they're gonna get curious and they're gonna come saying like, "What the hell's going on over here?" And it's like, and that's when you spot them, because at that point they got us down and they're just curious.
Fuck.
So he's saying that like, so what I want you to do is, I'm gonna go to New Zealand with my friend. I've got the night vision goggles and everything. I'm gonna be getting footage of Bigfoot. And I'm going to come back and I want you to edit the footage and then we're going to send it to Discovery Channel and become rich.
Imagine if he does.
I mean, that would be incredible. That
Also,
would be
like,
amazing.
I think you have to reinvent Discovery
And
Channel.
are you
'cause
gonna-
I think they're exclusively showing porn now.
And are you taking the job?
I said, dude, if you get footage of Bigfoot, if you go to New Zealand and get footage, I'm editing it for you.
You know what's going to happen, right? He's going to come back with footage that's someone clearly in a costume and he'll be like, what do you reckon? He'll be like, that looks like a costume. He'll be like, let me level with you. We've got a whole scheme happening that's going to get us rich, right? That's my mate in a shoot. Now, we're going to make it look like you're just like, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. That is.
But then while he's editing it, the guy does take his suit off and it is just a Bigfoot in a Bigfoot suit.
Dude, it is a hilarious
Now,
story.
the question is, do you want that guy as a guest on the pod?
Hell
I think we all know the answer.
yes.
Now, let us know in the comments. Twitch, vote now. Guest, yes or no?
I got
And
a question.
also write this afterwards. Most trustworthy biologist on Earth, yes or
After
no?
me.
After you, obviously. But you specialize more in marine.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I would be laughing more, but I think I'm going to throw up. Are you going to spew?
Yes.
Actually?
I'm trying not to.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to throw
Does
up.
that mean this is the end of the pod?
No. I can hold it.
hope to God.
I can hold it together. I just think it needs to come back up. That was
All right, okay. Well, then then we'll do a quick Mislav segment. British rock band Oasis announced a comeback reunion tour in 2025.
Wow.
Are you happy? What's the musos?
Yeah.
Bigfoot's going to be happy.
Hey, Bigfoots. There's
Bigfoots.
various armies of them.
Yeah. It's the first thing that he says when he's out there, Gallagher, just being like, sure are a lot of hairy cunts in the audience.
Not as hairy as me, but
You want to go?
yeah. Look, I feel like the whole Oasis thing is like it's the indie rock equivalent of Justin Timberlake. It's like yeah, cool. That's good.
You're not a fan?
What?
Yeah, I like Oasis, but like
I thought you loved Low Oasis.
I don't know. I think they're okay, but like they've been teasing this shit for so long. It's just like I don't care. We don't care about that anymore. Let's talk about Shady Nasty. You know?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
if only they rejoined just before you learned about Shady Nasty.
No, even then, like it's fine. But like Noel Gallagher's been making solo albums the whole time. Liam Gallagher's been making albums the whole time. It's like
Which one's the good one again? One of the
No.
Noel's the
Because
good one.
it's one of those things where it's like, have you like your long dry spell of 20 albums has come to an end? It's like, do you know what I mean?
Well, it's a reunion.
I know, but like,
but Liam,
it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Does this mean that their bank account just was like,
Oh, bro.
it went slightly lower than 1 billion, and
Dude,
they're like, oh my god,
I tell you what, their bank
we're
account.
getting broke.
Honestly, maybe. Yeah. Because their bank account is about to pop off. It's going to, which is just insane because people from the north should not be that rich. Like, guys that are happy to be like, yeah, just on a pint and that fucking old pie that's sitting in that fucking pie warmer. How old is it? 3 days. No, not fucking old enough. I don't want it. When that's your peak of happiness, it's annoying that they're billionaires.
Are they, or were they
they're
famous?
billionaires?
Millionaires for sure.
Oh, they're absolutely
Well,
billionaires.
millionaires.
They're not billion.
100
Ooh,
millionaires? Probably, hey.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think that you can possibly get poor if you're Liam or Noel Gallagher.
Because everything you do, they
No, you're
were
just existing, like you're just
they
getting
were-
royalties for nothing.
yeah, and they were like, you have to remember back in the 90s, they were like tabloid magazine darlings. Like they were like Kate Moss, and they were like the hugely like
Still are, aren't they?
still are. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like good for them, but I'm in this musical zone right now where I'm like, take it to the streets. If you're popular, I don't want to hear you. You fuck off. I'm going through that right now. I'm just like, I want fucking like local hard-edged shit.
You just want Shady Nasty. That's it.
Other ones too.
Is there anyone else?
Yeah, there's lots of good bands. RMFC,
cordial.
no, RMFC, that whole scene, GT. There's a lot of good bands
All right,
coming
okay.
out from the local
Last
scene.
thing before we go, Jordan, I wanted to get your opinion on this. Tulsi Gabbard just endorsed Trump.
Oh shit!
What a weird turn of
Is that the
events.
Democratic one?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is weird.
That's not a weird turn of events.
She-
She's been on that train for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a few years, but she was saying that this is what pushed her. She said that we've been involved in too many wars, and President Trump is the only guy who can put a stop to these wars, and I'm afraid of nuclear weapons. So vote for Trump.
It was all the commies. Now, can
Wait,
you
wait, wait.
explain that to me,
Can
Ali?
you say that again? Say that again.
She is
She's
not
going
a
to stop
commie.
wars. No, but it's the same type of ilk of person. She is a hippie. I mean, she's from Hawaii.
Yeah, she's a hippie.
kind of a hippie soldier.
She's a hippie child.
Hippie child soldier.
Yeah, hippie child soldier. Yeah, what a weird thing.
Yeah, she's a weird mix of a human being.
I think, dude, she got disowned by Democrats, and then obviously the right wing adopted her, and it's good to feel belong. So it's good to
Oh, yeah.
because that happens often.
Yeah.
Like it's the Gavin McInnes thing. It's like when you're on the left or on the right, whatever side you're on, and then for some reason they all abandon you. You quickly move to the other side, and then
yeah.
you start hating the other side that
Right.
you came from.
Yep. Definitely.
So,
happens.
but it's just like it's kind of weird that like this is where we've ended up, where someone
It is
like
weird.
Tulsi,
And also, RFK endorsed Trump.
yeah, RFK endorsed Trump.
Yeah, not surprising.
But also, like, who cares about that? This is the same guy who.
brutal.
I care.
This is the same guy who literally would.
The RFK hat.
What's
I
that?
believe I vote for a third candidate. Yeah.
Throw your vote away.
RFK is the same guy who, when Joe Biden stepped down, was saying, "It only makes sense for me to be the Democratic nominee now," and then
Yeah,
says,
probably not.
1 month later, I endorse President Trump. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
you couldn't have been the Democratic nominee.
That's so strange. That is, I don't know. I think it's a bit strange. That doesn't make sense. What did RFK nominate Trump because Trump was the only one that was like, it's just COVID's just a flu? Is that the? Because all he cares about is that. I swear, COVID being like dodge.
Well, I think that he was always a stalking horse for Trump. I think it was revealed when Trump got shot, and then they accidentally recorded him talking to Trump.
Saying what?
And that he was sitting there saying, like, we're going to win big. I think that we're going to do spectacular things, RFK. You're my best friend. Like, talking as if, like, they were strategizing.
Really?
Yeah, so it was obvious.
Can you give me a bit of RFK? Because I love when you do his voice. Nothing brings me more joy. It's like the new Bill O'Reilly for me.
I was just wondering how you are, Donald Trump, because you seem like you're in a bad way. I, on the other hand, am the most healthy man on earth, especially when it comes to vaccines. I know a lot about it. It's characterized in the media because it's a way of silencing me. They don't want to hear what I have to say for some reason.
So, dude, if my stomach wasn't packed full of chili, I'd be laughing even more. Believe me,
Great.
that was great.
But can you answer me this before we go, Ali? What is it with commies and Trump? Why do commies like Trump? Because every commie I know hopes that Trump wins.
Well, secretly, they because they hate like this the Democratic, socially left, economically right status quo of the new center left now. So they're just like, you may as well get someone like Trump.
So they're Tulsi Gabbards again.
Yeah, in a sense.
They feel maligned,
They're
and
not
so they're
Tulsi
moving
Gabbard
on.
in the sense that they're going to go out there and just like, I endorse Trump.
Yeah, they'll never say
They'll
that.
never say that, but they're kind of like...
But they do. They privately do.
Yeah, they privately do.
That is so weird to me.
Because like it's kind of like they're almost religious. It's this like, thing of if things get so bad, then there's no other way for other than commies to come up.
I always think that,
It's
hey.
a very,
Always do.
it's a very
So
dramatic.
right,
They
they
thought
are.
about that
They
Hitler,
all
too.
believe in the rapture, don't they? Christians, commies,
Right.
all the C's.
They believe that about
Cunts.
Hitler too.
Cunts.
What?
They believe that about Hitler as well.
What do
Yeah,
you mean?
exactly.
What do you mean?
Like, the main opposition to Hitler was commies. And initially, the commies were happy that Hitler was coming into power because they thought that it will show to the rest of the public that communism is the only way to go because fascism is this crazy. But then
Right.
obviously,
Dude, there
Things
is like,
changed.
the more that you've been talking about that, the more I have just noticed that is how commies see the world. It's just like, yeah, revolution. What happens after the revolution? I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to that party that I really want to put the machine guns in the air and be, yes, get to the presidente. So there's very little difference between them and like cunts in Al-Qaeda, like in caves. Is there? Like, they're saying people.
What do you say to that?
And they have beards as well. They're just fucking, they're just extremists.
They are.
Just
A little
fucking
bit.
extremists.
A little bit.
It sounds like a lot.
Well, a little bit. It's not go overboard.
Dude, even the ones that are
They're
always
better than
talking about like,
Al-Qaeda. I just want to put that on record.
yes, but they do get so hard about the idea of a revolution, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
They get
they do.
so hard about it. And like, even the ones that are like educated, they keep using the word revolution all the time. And then when you like corner them, like, look, man, I was talking about a political revolution. And it's like, I know that's what you're saying, but like in your head, you're sitting there just being like in a tank, being like, hey,
No, you know what?
Yeah, you just all
they're
roads lead to
imagining-
shooting an Uzi in the air.
No, they're imagining shooting an Uzi into Albo, saying, "You have been convicted against crimes of Australian public
yeah.
and sentenced to death."
Yeah,
I know, that's all they do, yeah.
to Alba, and then be like, Dutton, pass.
yeah, exactly. Dutton, you helped bring about the revolution.
Hence, you're now the Governor General.
Do you think it's like an
You're
actual
making many
problem?
statues of you.
Do you think it's an actual problem with the
Statues
beliefs?
are just eggs.
What?
Do you think it's a serious problem with commies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the commies are just. I think that it's, as always, it's like a few intellectuals that have really nutted it out, and the only people that listen to them are nuts. Don't you think that's always what happens with these
Totally.
guys? Like, it
Yeah.
is just like anyone that I've ever heard that talks about Marx, from my very limited knowledge of Marx. I mean, I've read Das Kapital a couple of times, but
I thought you were
know,
talking about Marx and Spencer.
Yeah.
who?
A shop.
Marx and Spence.
Oh, but you're
I'm
talking about
Groucho
you're talking
Marx,
about the other
obviously.
one.
I thought you meant
Marx
the
and
band.
Engels.
I thought you meant the band Das Racist. That's a band.
And
And their second company, Das Rabbit Racing.
Their sophomore
come on.
record.
Das Racist too.
T-double-O. But come on, that's good. That's good. Well, there you have it. Commies. You just end it. End your life. No, any
it's just very
extremists.
obvious that they don't. Look, I am under no illusions that I understand what Marx is saying, but I know that what they're saying is fucking incorrect. You know, like there's a lot of that constantly. It's just a lot of 19-year-olds with long hair trying to get pussy. Like they're not going to be.
And
that
it's always
versed
like,
on
dude,
things.
they're always like religious people. They always try to interpret Marx to say whatever they want to say. Like, they'll come up to you and be like, if you read Marx, he said you should vote for Trump.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they
exactly.
always do
That's,
that.
it's religious.
What?
It is
How
religious
the
tech.
fuck do they get to
They
that?
Because it's
interpret
just
it.
whatever is in their head, they
Right,
use to
right.
justify it and say, like, this is what Marx said.
Right.
Anyway.
Is this what is his name Destiny is like? He's a commie, right?
Destiny?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think,
No, I think
I
he's
think he's like the exact opposite.
I think you're thinking of Mystery.
No, it's Destiny. He
No,
is.
No,
He
Destiny
is
is definitely not a
absolutely-
comic.
What's
He's
his deal?
definitely not.
Well, he's just
Huh?
a Democrat.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
Damn.
Okay, my
Dude,
bad.
he's like just American friendly Geordies, but because America is like way
In
more
every
to
way.
the right, just Destiny's America's friendly Geordies is just more right wing. Anyways, thank you everyone for joining us. We
Thanks
love
for
you.
joining us.
Please sign up to Patreon. Do it now.
Please. You can
Do it now. For the love of your country and for the love of your fellow Australian, sign up to
We
Patreon.
can tell you how the chili came out. I feel really sick.
And for those of you that already are patrons,
You
we'll
seem
see
fine.
you for the up late.
Yeah, I'm fine.